everything I need. You're beautiful to me. You're everything I need. You are my best friend. There's nothing I wouldn't give to see you smile. On your love I can always depend. You're everything I need, and you always will be. So by now you must know.
So I appreciate you coming down. We're raising money for the CCU department at the hospital. Be care for my mum. Bless her. So I've seen what you guys put in. I really appreciate that. It's amazing. So we're just going to have a bit of fun. It's going to be very informal, but it is a bit different to magic as I normally do. Let me explain. Normally I get someone to choose a card, and yeah, I can pick anyone for that. Because I'm doing like the mindy type stuff for this ball of paper is going to get thrown around. There are quite a few gaps, obviously, so try and catch it. Most people just sit like Bob there with his arms folded. They're never going to catch it that way. So we'll start with you, because you're the most nervous. Yeah. All we're going to do, I'm going to show you how this breaks random, alright? So just grab that. Perfect, there you go. So what I'll do, we're going to throw it around, and I'm going to just ask you to come up with something random. I'll explain what it is. Make it as random as you like, and I'll just explain. So just throw it anywhere you like, but towards somebody. Don't just throw it blind until we go somewhere else. Just look around, throw it anywhere you like. See, that's an empty chair, but I like your style. It was a nice underarm. So, Jen, listen, if I was to go anywhere in the world, literally anywhere on earth, pick a place. It could be any. Bermuda. Alright. Check it somewhere else. I like your idea. You tried to say that because you had no intention. And listen, if I go get from here to Bermuda, in your imagination, it can be anything you like. Pogo stick, like skipping, whatever you want. How am I getting from here to Bermuda? Oh. Okay, that's really hard work. Alright, we're going to hop to Bermuda, that's quite a short distance. So, try it again. Incoming. So I'm getting to Bermuda, I'm hopping to Bermuda, I'm going to be knackered. So let's say a drink just to keep it refreshed. Could be anything you like, make it as Del Boy as you want. What's the drink going to be? Tequila. That makes hopping easier. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, so tequila, while I'm hopping to Bermuda. Would any of you have come up with that on your own? You wouldn't, right? Because it's just too weird. But as a group, you can come up with random stuff. That's what that ball's going to do. It's going to pick people randomly throughout the thing. I'll get someone now to do something that's actually in the show. So try one more time. Incoming. You found the empty seat. Yes. All right. So listen. You do a bit of magic. So for this one, I'm going to ask you just to throw it one more time, just because it. I know her. Yeah. So just anyway, like. Incoming. Oh, what a gentleman. Alright, so stand up. Really love the bit when it says stand up, you're like, oh. Okay, so on this pad I want you to write down, but listen, he employs me a lot. I might have arranged something with him. There's mirrors behind you. I met him just now, I know him. Keep it to yourself. Write down a two-digit number between 34 and 99. So more than 34, less than, but the obvious thing is to go 69. Try to avoid that obvious thing. Like, don't necessarily try to guess. When you've done it, alright, when you've done it, I'm going to just tear the page off. I'm going to look away in case I get a glimpse at it. Hold it up small and then just sit on it, or whatever you want to do, put it in your shoe, so nobody sees it. You do that now. I'll also explain what I do about how magic works. She's hiding behind you, she's picked a good. She's hidden behind the house as I do. Oh, hello guys. How was your food? Yeah, good. That's good. Alright. Have you done that? Yeah. Torn it off? Yeah. Put the nib back on the pen? Yeah. Thank you. No one ever does that. So I'll take those off here. Keep the other stuff, obviously. Get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to come back in a minute. I'm going to use this board, okay? Have you ever heard of a game called Would You Rather? Okay, this board has got questions on it, and each one has different scores for how you answer. Alright, so you have to answer truthfully and quickly. Alright, I'll give you one example now, okay? We'll do it in a minute, but yeah, just some of them will test your morality, some will test just your preferences, some are pretty dark, alright? But you've got to answer all of them. So are you in? Yeah. Good, alright, that's fine. We're going to get someone up with that board of paper, buddy. Should we with? Have you got the board of paper still? Yeah, we're going to get someone to come up. I'm going to demonstrate how magic looks different from different angles. So, Just try it one time for me.
Throw it.
No, you can't you can't do that, it's just your mate. Hello, Squire. Now, how much of his magic have you seen? An awful lot, right? Yeah. No, it's fine, I don't mind you seeing it, but I want to demonstrate how magic looks different from different angles. You having to come up and do that? What's that? All I can hear is oh, you want to throw it? Throw it again if you don't let it come up. Don't throw it at her, she hates her. That's you, my dear, up you go, you give her a hand, she comes up, I'm just going to try and do something. It was shit, don't try and palm it off, it was different. Give her a hand, she comes up on stage, that's everything. Yeah, incoming, that was nearly you. Okay, that's the opposite of gadget, you just need to use your hand. You start holding it, it's become a game. So what we're going to do is, magic is about perception, about your peripheral vision, where you see it from. Most people say, look really close, I'll catch you out. The closer you look, the less you see them, right? So we'll try and demonstrate that now. Just got some napkins here. Pop those on your back. No, not really. So all you've got to do, I'm basically going to hide one of these into one hand or the other. Maybe my pocket, if I'm feeling properly sneaky, right? You should see how this is done from your angle, maybe, but don't tell her if you do, alright? So the game is you've got to guess which hand all the papers in. Yeah. Ready? So if I do this, which one's it in? My left. So close, you've got one out. But they all saw it, I'll do it again. If I do it here, you know now, right? This one again. It's a lesson. I'll tell you, hold your hand out like this. If I crisscross like this, so it's harder to keep an eye on it, where do you think it is now? Do you think I moved it over here, or? You think it's in this one now? You sure? Yeah. Not gone completely. I'll do it again once. It's a perception thing, don't worry. It's only because you wouldn't believe it works, right? Actually, if I think it's actually, you can use your hand. If I pop it in here like this, you know where it is now, right? You can point to the hand you think it's in. Yeah, exactly, right? It was obvious, I put it in there. If I do it again, you know it's in there, right? You didn't trust me that time, very good. Right? Yeah, if I take crisscross around, it's much harder this time, right? Because put your other feet. This one? Yeah. Sure? Gets annoying, doesn't it? I know, right? I'll tell you what, some people think, I'm not cheating, but can you... No. What does he put in the bloody thing? This is just an example of how magic works, right? So if I make a bigger one like this, you better keep an eye on it better. One more? In fact, yeah, do you want to make that to a ball? Okay, another one. Some people think I cheat, right? So I make it so big I can't possibly. Yeah, pop it down the ball. One more. It's up my sleeve, so this makes it harder for me to do, right? Happy there? That's alright. Yeah. So what's what happens if you put one hand on top of mine, one hand underneath, squeeze. It's gone. You come back again. You know, hold your hand lower. If you squeeze properly, they'll actually squeeze it. No, you have to squeeze down and finish like a bandage. It's kind of a nice thing. You see it go that time? You still didn't get it? No. I'll try to say it bigger until she catches me out. No, I'm stuck in it. No, just going to be fun to... No, it's fine for us. Then not so much. Alright, so... hold on, make sure they're real scissors. You good? Yeah. There'll be I don't know how I'm doing this, but I've never done it. There'll be a moment that you can't see these scissors, alright? Just tell me, without moving your eye, tell me when that moment is. This can't work, can it? I'm going to kill it. I'll use this. It's fine, give me a second. Alright, if I can do it with this, it's a bit better. Alright. Can't mess up the sleeve, right? It's really possible. Okay. No, it's be fine, we'll go for it. Tell me when you can't see the ball, do a moment, right? It's just angles. That's the point. So you can't hear. Yeah. Hold your hand out. Listen, if I... The point being, right, all that is sometimes the closer you look, the less you see. Your vision just does this. And that's with sleight of hand. And I'm going to show you a sleight of hand thing now, which proves the same thing again, right? The further away you are, the more you'll see it. Why don't you just choose two people, any two you like.
Okay, lady here?
Lady here? Yeah, it's fine. You can say what you want, it's fine. And
that's where we're from.
one?
Oh,
Red
yeah.
or
Red.
the boots? Okay, so Justin and Daniel. Yes. Okay. Not that I know everyone, but I definitely know everyone. Right? If I, can you shuffle cards?
Yeah.
I can. I'm just lazy. Give me a shuffle. Try not to change the order. Doesn't matter. We'll do a different trick. So yeah, you want your shuffle. You take anyone you like, and of course it's your choice. Don't let me influence you at all. Thanks for nothing. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. So I'm doing the same trick twice, basically. You got it? Yeah, mate, don't be forced. Okay, it's the same trick twice, but using a different method. This is the method I normally use if I'm at a wedding or somewhere like doing walk around, and the second method will be the one that I would normally do on the stage like this. So it just shows you the difference in the two things. Remember the card? Have a look. If you forget what it is, don't panic. You've still got it. Look again if you need to. You good? Say stop. Chuck it in. Proper. You know that Sam told you how this stuff's broken. One of you two say stop. What a gentle style. Was that yours, by the way? Would have been epic. Right. Would have been lucky. One day, mate. I'm incredible. There's one person's card. That's you. Magician. Say stop. Stop. I'll put it almost there. I promise. Seems fair, right? So it's just a card trick. And before the walking around, it makes it even easier, right? I'll show you how to find it. The first one should be about there, I think. Who's Jack of Clubs? Who was this? Happy little face. Look at her. She's so happy. Do me a favour, take the Jack and put it in the middle. Slide it anywhere you like. Ready? Steady. Nothing. All right. Watch the Jack mid-ace. See if it becomes the. Who's a 9? That was not your card. It wasn't. It was a Jack. I know, right? You see surprises working. I'm pretty sure it said magic earlier. I don't know. Take one out of the middle. Just grab the one you like. That one there. Which one did you get? It was your own one.
Oh, mine.
I know, right? And I'm going to give you. I'm just going to put it in my pocket. The 5 of hearts, right? Yeah, so yeah, the point being, it's just a sleight of hand trick. It's fine, but there's so much walking and moving around. I could just be cheating, right? So I'm going to show you how to make this trick really fair. You can actually sit on this way. Everyone's sitting down. So give her a hand for the. What I'll do instead is I'll do this exact same trick, but make it interesting because everyone's seen a version of that trick, right? Different less advantage, yeah? I've had a day of it. Have you not got one?
No.
Oh, please have one of you.
I've had one just about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know, oh, thank God. Can you catch? We're not throwing a ball of paper now, we're throwing a pack of cards, so it's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna throw these out, so we can get ready to catch them. Pretty please. That's the idea. All right, so listen. As I don't know you, all I know is that you sent it to the wrong shop, and you were looking around, looking rather than Audi as to where this penny was. So if you stand up for me, what's your name?
Bruce.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Couldn't get that, could you? All right. So look, what you're going to do is, I'll show you quickly. Just come back. Yeah. You're going to, when you've got the pack, you're going to just peel open somewhere.
Yeah.
Look at one of the cards, and then close it again. That's it. Cool. All right. And then stay standing. So just peel open. Look at one. Got one?
Yep.
Close the pack, and then aim towards somebody, underarm, and just throw the cards. Yeah, you'll do the same thing, Luke, just, he's like, I'm not putting the beard down the catch list, I'm not putting, that's what, no, stay standing. So you do the same thing, just stand up. Just peel open the corner, the other corner's got the numbers on. The other corner, yes, yeah, you'll be looking at a blank card, just one of those will be fine. Got one?
Yeah.
Close the pack, and then we'll go for someone over here. Did the bands hold? These are all scared of magic over here, I can tell, right? Stand up. No, it's fine, stand up. Oh, yeah, stand up, fine. Do the same thing. Peel the corner, look at one of the cards. Got one? Close the pack, and I'm going to catch. Doesn't matter, right, so stay standing, stay standing. So now it's the same idea. You've all chosen a card, but now I can't have the card in my hands and do all the sneaky stuff. So I'll try and do it a different way. What you need to know, imagine you're holding the card in your hand. You're going to close your eyes, hold your arm out as if you're holding the card in front of you. Yeah, same thing. Alright? Now what you're going to do, when I say on the count of 3, I'm not going to do it if you keep your eyes shut, I'm not going to give you a wedgie or something, honestly you're fine. So what you're going to do is, you're looking at the card, you know what it is, you're going to turn it round in a second and show it to me. Keep your eyes closed, but you're going to just turn that imaginary card round and hold it facing me. Go. 5 of hearts, 7 of spades and the 8 of clubs. If I named your card, just sit down. Lovely, alright, so that's more like, that's how we say it. Alright, so that's the idea. You see the difference between sleight of hand and reading your damn mind, right? So, has everyone got any money left? I realise they've been very generous. Has everyone got any notes on them at the moment? If you have, if you've got a £20 note, great. If not, we'll just take one out of there and we'll put it back. But has everyone got a £20 note left? I know we've been really generous. If you have, yeah, take it out. Yeah, take it out for me. I'll put this back where it needs to be now. We get 2 people up, okay? One person who's got a 20. I can see a £20 note. Hold it in the air. Hold yours in the air. Is it just 2 of you with a £20 note? Yeah. Okay. You hate magic and me. Oh, there's a £20 note here as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw the ball. Who's got the? Someone's got a £20 note as well.
No, I'm not.
Oh, she's loaded. So where's that ball of paper? Ended up somewhere over here. Ball of paper. Good man. All right. So listen, we're going to throw it once. There are 3 £20 notes to aim for. Whichever one you like. Oh, 4. There's 4. And it's you on me. Mother. You dropped this note in. You've only hurt his feelings. That's what his feelings have hurt. Okay, so what we're going to do, can you throw the ball once more, but not overarm back at him? Let's not start a war. So just throw it one more time. Anywhere you like, just towards people. That girl with the denim jacket loves magic. Throw it at her. No, she doesn't. She hates magic. She won't come up. How do you think I feel? Day I back. Alright, Captain Schultz, that's you. Alright, no, it's you, it's fine. So bring a note up for me, and yeah, come up as well. Yeah, good man, it was you, it bobbed off, you could have got it. Can you do the Sorry, it's chocolate. What are you having? Easter egg or something? That's fine, yeah. What we're going to do, you've got a job, stand behind the table for me. 5 envelopes. Sorry, I'm making note, by the way. They're just different shapes. You're going to take them like this and just put them down on the table, face down, in front of you. All of them, yeah, just put them there. We don't really need to know what's in there, it's quite important, alright? Evan, do you gamble much? Not a lot, but it sounds like you're doing too much. It's a 50-50 whether you get your money back or not, or whether it goes over in the tin. So, you just point to a hand, and good luck. It's easy, right? Why don't you money? You can mix those up for me. Here's a pen. That was 50-50. It should happen every other time, right? That's the natural thing of 50-50. Yeah. This is 1 in 5, a bit more difficult. So you don't know which ones they are now. Good, alright. I open them and I want to write your name in it nice and big. I've got a bigger pen for it. Actually, it's quite big. It's something like, what, 20 to 30,000 people there. They need to see at the back. So, use that. So nice and big, right across your note.
Oh, name, just question your name.
You can make up a name, I'll just make it. Alright, so. Good, oh, while he's doing that, can you seal 4 of them? They're self-sealed, so don't lift them up, no, keep them down so I can't see what they are. Just any 4, just close them up. It's a good name, isn't it? It's just a good name. Right, God, what I'm going to do, fold that in half, that way, and then in half, that way. And then make it sort of flat as you can. Is there one left, yes? Okay, so don't lift that one up. Inside each one of those is a little bit of paper, just so when that goes in, they all look the same sort of, they all fall. So reach into that without lifting it up, I want to see what that is. Yeah, you can. So if I was to swap you this for your note, would you take it? Of course you would, it's a bit of newspaper. But that is going in the envelope that you just emptied. So don't lift it up. And then seal that one. Now when you put them like, all together in a pile, and then not like crunching them to nothing, but just give them a little like this. Just so they all look used. Don't mix that bottom one. And then mix them up again just in case. And then when you're done, put them on here facing outwards in any order you like. Right, so what we've got now, we're 50-50, which you nailed by the way, to 1 in 5. So we've got 5 envelopes, 1 £20 note, and a shredder. It's my favourite game, which is your money, right? So all you've got to do about this is to not try and beat the odds. If you try and beat the odds, you can't. It's 4 to 1, you can't beat the odds. So don't think about it, just name one of the shape, just name it, don't say it. I mean, don't think about it, just circle. I'll take that circle for me and just beat it in the circle. That's the game. But we will share the responsibility. I will do that, alright? So what I'll do is if I name a couple of the shapes, you pick which one gets shredded, and then you name a couple, I'll pick one. Then when we sort of share with the blame. Do you want to go first or second with the choosing?
I'll go
Okay, so I'll just pick two. The two on the end, wherever they are. So that's cross and a star. Which one do you want to shred? Cross. Okay. No, honey, why would you worry? What about you? You can choose two shapes. I'll get rid of one.
Square and wiggly lines.
Wiggly lines. I'm not going to look. Whichever one's nearest me. Yeah. Now we've got to make the stress a little different. Sound a little bit thick, I won't lie. I feel like this is pointless. I've seen this trick, it's not a good thing which happened. Okay, this time you'll do a different choice. You're going to take a second. It's a 50-50 again, where you were before. You're going to walk over, you're going to pick one of them up, go back to where you are, hold it high in the air. Go. Anyone. And walk yourself, hold it up, and walk yourself with that in the air. To shred it yourself. I'm not going to take any blame for this, neither is he. Lovely. You put it in, right? Shred it, yeah, you chose it. Alright, so the odds are, yeah, you can jump over there now. I just want to explain, you know I said this is quite an informal evening. This has no method. I just wanted to see if it would work. Fingers crossed. You signed it, Rod. That was your 20 minutes. I hope so, right? You did just it. You take it, yeah, you take it. Open it up. Let's see how lucky you are. I was going to say you can spend it at the bar. You can't spend this way, but. So £20 note, that's lucky, but maybe I had loads of £20 notes in there. Only one of them's got the word Rod written on it. He's a legend. Had to work sometime, right? Alright, so listen, what we'll do, we'll get two people at once on this one. And I'll show you two different types. There are different ways to mind read, it's not a real thing. There are two different ways of doing it. But there's actually like 8, but these are 2 I like. So one is using people's voices to hear when they're lying. It's very sort of Sherlock Holmesy or lighting. I think you sort of show you can hear when people are lying. And also one that's called psychic spelling, which is weird. Okay, so throw it anyway, like. If you've been up already, you can throw it again because there's enough tricks that everyone can come up on stage. It's fine. All right, that's you, boss. No, it's this for you. It's fine. Yeah, you haven't got to come up on stage though, so you're all right there. And then you can throw it next to you or far away. It doesn't matter. I say everyone's going to see it. These two here just saying, haven't seen anything. Michael hasn't done the trick yet. He's also got this trick. So I'll wait. Trudy, right? I feel like you woke her up because that hit her right in the stomach. I didn't mean to disturb you now. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. You look so peaceful. You know? These are for you, Trudy. Okay. How's your voice? You can project, can't you? Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so up you get. Yes, you're going to call the ball. God, nothing is. Listen, when I was little, I've been reminiscing a lot recently. Do you remember the roundabouts when you were a kid? Not the driving ones, but the little ones you could get on. Go around really fast. When you were little, it seemed like you were going fast until the bigger kids turned up. And they went properly fast. You were like, just holding on until you started like just flying off. Well, that was me when I was a kid. I flew off, hit a tree. It explains this. But also, I'm very dyslexic because of it. I'm great with numbers, but I'm crap with words. I kind of imbalance. So, I do something called psychic spelling. So you want to think of a word. My doctor basically sends me a word every day. I practice it. But that's something else. What we're going to do is psychic spelling. You're going to think of a word and spell it in your head. I want to write it down. Imagine. And then it'll work. You're going to be like, how did you know what that was? You're going to keep saying it to me, right? I'll be like, piss off, I'm painting. It's going to happen, right? So listen, think of any word, but listen, don't make it like a short word like and, if, or, but. I know that. Very easy. Don't make it really long. I'm dyslexic, that's brilliant. Look, just 5 or 6 letters will be fine. Think of a common garden word. You got one in your mind? Just a 5 or 6 letter word, get that in your head. Got it? He's doing the proper, like, I'm giving nothing away. Like, work for it, magic boy. And what you're going to do at the same time, take the band off those cards. You've got a load of cards there. In fact, Trudy, why don't you come up here and join me on stage with this? Yeah, come on. Give her a hand if she comes up. I can't look here, we'll come in hand in a moment. Now, I'm going to do a lot of chatting with Luke over here, right? So you're going to have it behind. So you sit down, it's fine. Hold on, you can relax. It's going to happen. So while this is going on, I won't be looking at what you're doing. I want you to There were two theories about this trick. Is that I gave them to you in a particular order. Maybe. So while I'm talking to Luke, when you shuffle this up. Got your word?
Yeah. Can it be a name?
Pardon?
Can it be a name?
Could it be a clue? Is it a name? Definite clue. Alright, so try and think of a word you haven't told me a clue to, alright? It could be a name of something, like a tree, or yeah, it could be. And you want to do someone's name, is that what you want? Alright, fine. But don't make it someone I could possibly know. Alright? Yeah, make it like obscure. But not really long. Alright? Okay, so just think of the first letter for me. Don't say it, that's called listening. Not as impressive. Alright, keep going. Wait, happy they're all mixed?
Yep, they're
I
all
want you to
mixed.
go through, look at them, and pick a film.
Right.
When you pick the film, you're going to put all the others in that envelope so I can't see what's missing, alright? And keep your one with the envelope sort of in the way of me seeing it. So the rest go in, and then the whole envelope covers what you've got. Right. Alright, think of the second letter for me. Third? There's a third letter, right? I can't see it, Noddy, that's like really quiet to talk up. Yeah, third letter. Sorry to stare at you, by the way, in your eyes for so much of this trick. I have to, it's part of the job. I'm actually drawing you naked, so don't move, it's quite important. What means I'll be naked drawing you? It's fine, you'll be covered up. Fourth letter? There's a fourth letter, right? Yeah. You got your... It's all hidden?
It's all hidden.
Oh wait, if you turn that over, you'll see on the back, there's a list of all the films. Have a look through that list for a second. Is there a fifth letter? So the 5 or 6 letter word I've asked you to think of, you've got 4 letters, yes? Congratulations. I'll put a silent letter on the end just so this word makes sense. I'll put a bracket around it, it'll be fine. What's important is I'm not going to touch this pen again. Pen is gone, alright? Got yours?
Yes, I've got mine.
Well, have a look through that list, and you'll see they are actually the films that you looked through when you were checking, yeah? It's not a different list.
Yeah.
A theory about your trick is that maybe that list is in a particular order on the back of a particular card, and therefore if you list them out, I'll know which card it is because of the order. Do you see what I mean? Like every card's got a different order of the list.
I've got you.
So when I get you to name those out in a moment, you're going to name them from any part of the list, jump around, bottom, top, middle.
Okay.
Alright, nice and clear.
Okay.
In a nice clear voice for you, what name are you thinking of? Esme. I think I've written Esme, but looking at it again, I think I've spelled it wrong. It's not got a silent H, is it? No, I don't think so. Give me a sec. I sound dyslexic and you put that word together. Thanks, mate. You might as well put the word dyslexic. I don't know who made that so hard to spell. So it starts with an E. Yeah, hang on. While I'm correcting this, you're going to start naming those films out, nice and loud. Even though I'm talking to him, you're going to just start naming them in any order. Go.
My Fair Lady.
Is it an S or a Z? Keep going.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
You sound like Siri. Be yourself. You're fine. Relax, Rudy. Relax. You're fine. Wait, what's the name? What was it? E-S. No, U, isn't it? Didn't think so. I think my silent letter is coming handy though. I won't touch the pen again, by the way, that's quite important. The pen's gone. Keep going, yeah.
Right, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Singing in the Rain,
Keep going.
Titanic, Usual Suspects, Lawrence of Arabia,
Yeah, keep going.
Jaws, The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Watch this. Esme. Esme, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I didn't write house with a silent E. Thanks for nothing. Keep going.
Greece, From Russia with Love, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, The Dambusters, The Curse of the Werewolf, Carry On, Girls, Back to the Future, A Clockwork Orange.
Alright, so what I got from you, by the way, was fuck all, nothing. I was too busy annoyed that you put the word Esme, which is not really a word, is it? Yeah, that went well. Could you put that in the envelope? Because this is where you have to get yourself out of trouble now, right? This is when, at work, I've painted the house in the wrong colour, and you turn up and I go, this is the moment, right? So I've got to get out of it. There's always a get out. Stand up for me. Put the envelope over there, you know which film it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, I said my doctor sent me a word every day, do you remember? I just kind of, yeah, he sent me one today, I'll just keep it in my wallet, I'll get to that in a second. Yours, if you imagine, I have to do the old fashioned way, read your mind, I couldn't read your voice. The Siri thing, right, it was to, so if you imagine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, normally the days you watch films, in the week you watch whatever. So Fridays tend to be like action horror films, and then Saturdays people like their musical, the family stuff, and then Sunday they'll watch like adventure and stuff. So imagine which of those days you watch that film on, just get in your mind. Esme. What day are you watching on? Lovely, alright, so we're going to get the old fashioned way and get it out. If there was like, say it was Jaws for example, in your head you'd imagine, there's an obvious sort of tune, yeah? I would like you to imagine now, okay, you went through loads and a big one. There's a lot of songs in there, yeah, then you would, do you want to stick with that one or do you want to change it?
No, this one.
Okay. I'll get this done first. Remember I told you my doctor sent me a word? In my wallet here, I just keep the... yeah. He sent me this, I don't even read it, it says, the word that I require you to learn, practice today. It's just I get one of these every day, just to practice a word. How'd you spell it? In my wallet, in the zip bit. With Esme. A bit on the back, right? Lovely, alright, good job. Even how hard I had to work to okay, speaking of strong. Oh god, there's so many. You're focused on one, but there's loads of others, right?
Loads.
So is this, okay, it's got something to do with car, I don't know that much.
It has.
I know. You're happy about it. No one can read mine as well. I'm going with that. I don't know if I spoke it right.
There you are.
What film are you thinking of?
Grease.
Grease is the word. Okay, now my favourite trick ever coming up. You're like really surprised it worked. He's like, oh, I've come a long way, but there weren't many people here and there's no bar. I thought it was shit. I won't lie. That's what he's thinking. I can tell you what everyone's thinking. This one needs everyone to stand up. Have you got any change on you or a ring or something small, stand up and put it in your hand for me now if you will. Not that thing, Michael. Hold something small. So, yeah. Hello again. Alright, so whatever it is, I mean, it works best with a £1 coin, but things like I say, an earring or if you've got massive hands, you can use lip seal. I can't, I've got tiny hands, but get something in your hand. You've got to put your hands behind your back. You're going to mix the coin into either hand. Have you got something? You alright? Once it's mixed in there, you're going to bring your hands out like this. Alright? And just play honestly at this point. Okay, so just going on the fact that like 70% of the entire world are right-handed. If it's in your right hand, just sit down. Oh my God! It's annoying, isn't it? Right. Right, you're not even left-handed or weird, which is fine, I like you. Put it back behind your back, mix them again. When you're happy with mix, bring them back out. Now, the natural thing would be now is to say, to change it over to your other hand, which would, to your right hand would be too obvious. So you'll keep it in your left hand. So if it's still in your left hand, sit down. Isn't it weird, right? So listen, we've done 2 rounds, and what? That's like 1 million of you down. So there's 2 left. It might be me and you again. There's me. Round 2. All right. So yeah, do it again. Back behind your back. Bring it back. So you started in your left hand. You kept it in your left hand. This time you'll change. If it's in the opposite hand to what it was in before, sit down. What normally happens here is that I have one person left to do this trick on. I feel like I've won already. So what we'll do is I won't use you because you are aware of this trick, and as much as I love to get you on it, you'll just be going, whatever. So I will get you up for something though, I've got something in a bit. We've just done something, but I feel like I need to get you back for the Esme thing. So you were the last man standing that was a muggle. Alright, these are all wizards, Danny. So can you come up on stage? Give me a hand as he comes up. I know you can play. This time we're going to play one-on-one. So only one we're playing many people. I just play percentages. Now this is just you and me. Alright? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the coin behind your back, mix it up, and I'm going to try and tell you exactly which hand it's in. But, you're a bloke. At some point on these 5 goes, the urge to put it in your back pocket and go, yeah, got your magic coin will happen. Ignore that urge. Fucking annoying, right? Just don't do it. It ruins the whole show. So you're just going to put it in one hand or the other, and then bring your hand out of this. Now, I'm going to move you about. I'm going to like try and get you to tell me. This is all about your poker face. Or bluff. Can you hold your hand up there, Sandy? Like this. When I get your hand and I turn it over like this, that's me committing to my guest. You can then show me. Otherwise, poker face. Right, so hold your hands out. He looks like he wants to win so bad. Relax a little bit, it's fine. You can just chill for a little bit. Okay, so here's the idea. You start, don't move. I'm going to get you just to turn, right? Just turn like this, don't move. Just turn. The head always leans to the coin and he's fucked off. He knows your face is leaning, right? You can see it's like this. They're quite a bit there, yeah. So, oh, sorry. Quite a bit there, it's obvious. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. Alright, go again. Try not to lean your head. So I'm back round your back, next time again. Come on, Robert, relax, it's fine. We're just having fun. It's like, I give you. Okay, so the same earlier, we did the same thing, didn't we? I said to you that if you start here, to put it here would be the most obvious thing in the world. You won't do it, you'll keep it here. You did it over there, you'll do it again here because it's just too obvious to change hands. So it has to be here. Yeah, it's 2 down, right? But listen, don't worry, we're going to make this more interesting than set. We'll play for some money. Alright? If I get it wrong once, you can win 100 quid. From me. I'll think over, quick details. Alright, so genuinely, 100 quid if we get it wrong. So, but this time we're going to make it a bit different because you're stuck in a pattern. Every time you want to change it, you know you can't because it's too obvious. You'll get you to stay there the whole time. So when you bring your hands out this time, you can either do this or this. Up to you. But the way you do it will tell me what I'm going to say. I'm going to just exaggerate it so people at the back. Right. Just so you can see. Now what you have here is going to hide the hand. This hides the coin. Yeah, most people like this, they hide the coin. This is round 8 for us. No, 6. We've done 3 over there. 2. This is round 6. So to hide it here would be obvious. You don't want to do that. You want to bluff me. Because you want to win so bad. Not for the money, just to beat me. So you'll hide it where you shouldn't hide it, just in plain sight, which is really annoying. I know, right? So that's 3 down. 2 to go. They're all rooting for you. They're not. They're all rooting for you. Alright, so, but I'll make it, yeah, we'll make it a bit different. So this time, we're going to bring out one hand or the other. Bear in mind, the logic is there, alright? So, we've played many times, so you're going to bluff. So this is the double bluff. It gets a bit, you have to go a little bit deeper into the bluff, alright? I know you've got it. So, bring out one hand or the other. You have one stay behind your back, one comes out. You can have the coin or not, yeah, exactly. What I've done is put you in exactly the same position that you were in when you crossed it. Except your whole body is now this. Alright, so this is the hide hand, and that's the one you're hiding. I think you don't really know I've got it, right? Yeah, so if it was here now, it would be exactly the same as you put on top earlier. Which would be nuts, because I told you that's what everyone does when they're trying to catch me out. So there's no way it's in here. I'm going to leave this hand closed, when you bring that out and just open it. Show me the coin. Ah! So, but this time I'll do it different. One more time. Can I just have... You up on stage quickly. I'm just going to cover my eyes. I'm going to stand behind me. I'll do blindfold. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I'm doing my own voice this time, right? This is where now I can still see out here. So I need to see again at some point in the future. Somewhere between those will be quiet. Okay, so listen. So why don't I get 2 birds? Let me know when your hands are out. You good? Are they out? Okay, so I can't see any kind of movement you're making now, so I'm going to go on your voice. I'll say to you, is it here? You'll say yes. There? Yes. Is it here? Yes. Is it here? Yes. Exactly, yes both times. One of them will be a lie, one of them will be the truth. Is it here? Yes. Is it here? Yes. Shit. Is it here? Yes. Is it here? Yes. This is for 20 quid? Are you sure? I think it's no. Is it not here? Yes. Thank you. I'm going to do a close-up effect for you because I do a lot of this stage stuff. I've got a close-up one. Alright, so this is just a coincidence thing, and I'll bring this down so you can see a little bit better. You got your number. You got a number down 80 ago. Somewhere between 34 and 99, yes? You got a number in your head?
Oh, 34 now.
Oh, is it too high or too low? Is it too low? Got too high, I said 99, too deep number. Okay, so it's okay. What we'll do, if you were to reverse the numbers, would it put it in the category? So if it was like 18, it would become 81, and it would be, yeah, it wasn't 18, was it? Would have been wicked. All right, so one day, honestly, it's going to be. So you've got a new number now, yes? Huh? You've got a new number now, yeah? All right, so get that in your mind. Clear the other one out, and then we're going to play this whole game in one go, because I forgot. We'll play a couple of goes now, actually. So what this is, Would You Rather, is a wonderful game of. Now I put these A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You can change them round if you want me to. Each question's got a score, or 2 different scores, depending on what you answer. And I'll write the score up here. Now what the difference is, because your answers are very personal to you, one of those numbers will be your number. It will happen. It has to happen because of the way the system works. But don't let on when you've seen it. All right? Don't sort of go, oh, that's the one. No, keep it to yourself, like you did with the coin. Just hide it so I can't read it. Okay? So you're going to just get that in your mind. All right? Now let me grab a pen. Are you doing maths in your head now and stuff? Okay, so you're going to pick any one of those. Now bear in mind, some of these are a little bit dark, I won't lie. Do you want to move any round, or do you keep alphabetical? You can choose any way you like, so pick an alphabet letter. G. This will give you a score. Ooh, okay, this is your morality one. This also tells me something about which I will reveal at the end. It said, would you rather, you're in a burning building, you can either get all your loved ones out and perish, or leave them to perish and save yourself. What would you do?
Get everyone else out. Get everyone else out.
Oh, sure, I'm just looking at the score. One says liar, which is obviously you, and one said get everyone else out. All right, that's fine, you go ahead. All right, so you're going with save yourself. No, so, oh, you're thinking save yourself, but you're saying, you know I'm right, you know I'm right. Okay, so that gives you a score of 30 here, and we'll do another one quickly. Or grab another one. Don't, if it's your number, don't say it.
B.
B. Ah, this is fine. This is just a preference. Would you rather cry porridge or sweat garlic butter? Michael just perked up. He heard the word garlic butter.
Cry porridge.
Do you not cry a lot? Is that what it is? You just love porridge. Okay. Wait, what's the other score? Alright, those are 2. So I'll do one more and then we'll get on with this trip. Go on, another letter.
D.
D. Oh, thanks, Mum. Which one? Blind or deaf?
Huh? Oh, that's hard. Deaf.
Huh? she went like that. No, I'm not sure. Deaf, so that is 17. Alright. Perfect. We'll come back to the rest now. Remember, if your number's up there, don't tell me. This is a coincidence trick. I love this thing. Right? Every deck of cards has an order. Whether you shuffle them or not, every deck of cards has an order. It doesn't matter if it's ace through king or they're all mixed up. They're in an order. This is the first card. Just cut whatever. This is the first card, this is the second card, this is the third card. It's just how it is, right? So what we'll do is we're going to create an order with one of you. I'm going to pick someone because this isn't about mind readiness. 2 people haven't picked and come up yet. So 1 and 2. All right. So yeah, come on. Oh, that's all right. You're good. You're safe. Okay. What I want you to do between the pair of you, I want you to take the deck. I want you just to give it a cut. All right. So, but bear in mind when you do it, you're just going to create a new order. So just cut the deck and like that one going that way. That way. Perfect. All right. So, are you happy that he cut those, or do you want to cut them again?
No, I'm happy.
Okay. We put this box on top. You're going to make sure that nothing happens to those. All right. I'll give you a chair. This is a bit of a lengthy one. Wonderful. Okay, you don't need a chair, we've got some work to do. What we do is, you can hear us, we're going to film this for the YouTube bit. So, I often dream up my tricks. What I did with Penn and Teller was just, I dreamt it and then worked out the method. Normally I have a Sharpie next to me when I'm in bed and I just write on the first thing that's next to me when I wake up. Bless her, usually double space. I just wrote down, she's got on her arm like an idea for a trick. But I actually had a deck of cards and I wrote down what I dreamt for this. You're happy I'm not going to near those? I'll put those near you actually, so you can keep it to. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to just decide on a card in the deck. But there's a thing called a magician's choice where they offer you two things and then you pick one and they sort of push the other one on you. It's a little bit So I'm going to do this so it's really fair, alright? Can you imagine you've got some sort of fire-making device, whether it's a Bunsen burner, a dragon, whatever. Yeah, just have something that makes fire in your mind, alright? So if I spread the cards out, there's red cards and black cards. It's entirely your choice, but every choice you make will be the same. Alright, so red or black? Red. Red, sure? What have you got, by the way? Is there a lighter or flamethrower? Take the lighter, set fire to those. Yeah, they're not real, won't burn you, don't panic. Throw them away. So that leaves all the black cards, which are clubs and spades. Now, the ones you choose, you're going to set fire to again. Alright, it's not some weird, complicated thing. So do you want to set fire to the spades or the clubs? Spades. I don't know why I looked at those before I handed them over. Just making sure they're the right ones. Okay, that leaves all the clubs, yes? Now, rather than setting fire to 12 clubs, which take ages, what I'll do is I'll just imagine I'm spreading out all the clubs. You've got to just push one towards yourself. Well, whichever one you like. Which one was it? 4 clubs. Also, 4 clubs. So you set fire to all the rest of those, yeah? That's the one you want to keep. Yeah, you didn't pull that towards you to set fire to it, that's one you chose. Yeah. Fine. Here's the thing. I dreamt the number, that's all I dreamt. I just dreamt a number. And I picked up a pack of cards that was next to me and I just... oh God, what was it? 40... So I just based on a pack of cards, I just wrote down the number, yeah? 45. Can you guys see that at the back? 45? Yeah? I'll leave it here for you guys to keep an eye on. Here's the interesting thing. You come up with a card completely by set fire stuff. I dreamt the number 45, and you created a new order in this deck when you cut the cards. I didn't touch them, and I offered you to cut them again, you didn't. Alright. It's going to take ages because we've got to count to 45. But what we're going to do is to pick those cards up, one at a time, turn them face up and count them onto the table. So we'll go 1, 2. Now what I'm trying to do, 3, I'll stop you with 3, is if he counts in the deck that he made the order of to 45, which is the number I dreamt, and that 45th card is your 4 of clubs. You can't work, but let's see if it does. That's 4, 5, we'll get these quick, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's get that anyway. Yeah, go on top to actually go on. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Stop. That's 44 card. That is the 45th card. I'm kind of happy because the 4 clubs has not ended up in this pile. Didn't see it go past, did you? The 45th card. 4 clubs, right? Which is kind of cool. Yeah, but here's the interesting bit, right? You could have come with any card. I got the 45. I just grabbed the deck in the dark and wrote this down. Look, I wrote it on. This is the cool part. 4 of clubs. Thank you very much. Pick a letter. I don't know how it works either. She said. It's one of those things. If you do enough shows, it has to work wonders, right? So we're good. Yeah, we've got letters going, haven't we? You've got rid of... Oh, this is the last bit, so we'll fire through it. If they do get a bit grim now, so go on. A. I apologise to anyone who gets offended by that. I know what this one is. There are 2 answers. They say there is no right answer to this, it's about preference. There is a right answer to this. I apologise in advance. Would you rather watch your mum and dad have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and make it stop? There is a correct answer for this, so just think it through. Don't think about it too long, actually, it's grim. Have a think.
You should have gone blind.
Go. The answer is, the correct answer it says here is, I'm not answering that, it's grim. But you've gone with... Good for you, I like how you, yeah. Okay, nothing gets worse than that, so you're good, alright? So,
unless they're here.
Could you imagine? I've done that before. Like, oh, okay, so You've hit the lowest this can go, so it's fine. Oh, this is funny. Would you rather have arms that were 12 foot long, but your elbows were still where they were now? Very hard to use your hands, right? Or knees like beach balls that you can't deflate. Long arms or beach ball. I don't know why I'm doing it, you can probably imagine it, but long arms or beach ball knee. Which was this? F. What are you going for?
Arms.
That's a lazy answer. Long arms, yeah? Okay. Pick another one.
C.
C.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if your number's up there, don't say time travel or teleport.
Time travel.
Time travel. Okay. 2 left. Is your number up there yet? Don't tell me if you've gone.
H.
H. I wasn't correcting your pronunciation. Definitely H. Be invisible or fly.
Invisible.
Be invisible. All right. Last choice. E. All right. This is my favourite one. This is my favourite one. This is about lots of different aspects of your character. Would you rather punch a kitten once in the face, really hard, or punch a duck every day for a week? Every day. Like every day you've got to go and do it again for 7 days.
Yeah, but you can eat it, can't you?
So you can eat it. Alright, so hopefully one of those is your number. Any of those your number? Oh, your second number. The one you... maybe. What was the original number you went for? The original first one, the wrong one? 26. So you flipped it to 62, yeah? You swapped it around to make it between 34 and 99. The reason we can't go below 34 is this doesn't work below 34 because you start going to minus numbers. The maths is horrible. But here's the interesting thing, right? Because of the answers you gave, 62, you say? How'd you add it up? If anyone can add these 4 numbers together, you'll come to a number. Then bear in mind, you didn't even write down, you just had it in your head, right? 32, 45, 56, 62, right? If you add 16 to 29 and 7 to 10, take a second, that also adds up to 62. Which is your number that you didn't even think of. 5 and 12, 17, that makes 48 plus 14 is... A bit louder, I'll do it again. 30 plus 15, 45 and 17 is... That's all 4 rows, 62, without even knowing what you thought of. Thank you very much. I'm kidding, that's not all. No. You joined up this one yet? They didn't want to have them up downwards, because if you're a dart player, it'd be quick. That's 27, 47, 57 and 5, 62. And then you've got these, I'll leave it yourself, but all 4 rows and all 4 columns. Just take a second. That's 62, that's 62, that's 62, and that's 62. Because of the answers you gave. Has anyone ahead of me yet? They don't want to catch the diagonals. If you didn't, take a second and count the diagonals, you'll find that 30, 42, and the other 2 add up to 62, right? Yeah, and 20 is 62. And this diagonal is also 62. That's horizontally, vertically, and diagonally on a number that you were really thinking of just because you wanted to join your mum and dad in bed, which is weird. But the fact that you wanted to not punch a kitten in the face also gave you that these 4 numbers are 62, those 4 numbers are 62, those 4 numbers are 62, those 4 numbers are 62, these 2 and these 2, these 2 and these 2, all 4 corners, you can do those as well if you've got a second. This is the half-time break, so take a second to add them up. I'll do it for you so you can see. We've got this way, this way, this way, this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonally, horizontally, 4 corners, these 4, these 4, these 4, these 4, those 2 and those 2, which is kind of cool, and those 2, and those 2. Thank you very much. That's what the tricks have this half. I normally say go to the bar and enjoy yourself, but you'll be looking at chairs, it'll be shit. So, what I recommend you do is pop down the road if you want to get some beer, book some of your own, crack on, I'll join you in a sec, grab a fag, and then I'll get the second half set up. Thank you for watching the first half, guys. This game, I play this game a lot, I get it wrong a lot, right? So basically my favourite game is, it's back to that 50-50 thing again, but doing it with confidence, as we did, should put it in my favour. The ball of paper should be somewhere. Is it me? I don't know. Thank you, mate. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw it 3 times, so it's random. So just when you catch it, throw it again. On the 3rd time, it's going to be the first. Everyone come up on stage. You've just got to do something for me now. So I'm going to throw it once, and again, and is that the 3rd? 1, 2. I'll tell you what, he's a magician. Genuinely, he does card magic and stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Amazing with cards. But I feel like this may be something that might annoy you enough to go, oh, yeah, so, but it wasn't the 3rd throw. So, would you like him to throw again to make it random, or are you happy? Yeah, it's genuinely because he's driven down, they've driven from London to, like, it's just, I'm really pleased to hear. All this is, and this looks bad on you if it goes right or wrong, so I don't really care, right? What this is, there are 2 envelopes, 1 and 2. There are 2 boxes. Now you saw these 2 boxes over there. One of them had a sticker on top that said donation. I've taken that off. Now they're identical red boxes. One of these envelopes contains one and one contains the other. So basically you're trying to not win the money. Every other show I do, you try to win the money. That's the idea of the game. But you're trying to get the empty box. So we don't hate you for taking the donations away, right? This is the anti-trick. It's just a backwards thing. But so I'm going to try and talk you out of it. I want to make you a horrible, hated man if I can help it, right? So this is the idea, okay? I'm going to genuinely, I've not had what's in there, but if you get the money, I will give you that much money from my bank, so the donations still go to where they're supposed to go, all right? So you go for the money, all right? I'll cover it. They'll stay, all right? But there are 2 choices, 1 and 2. Now, naturally, this is you over here, by the way, so we can't get confused. So that says me. All right, so I can't sort of go, no, that was mine, that was yours. I can't change anything. That's the natural way of things, as you look at it. 1 and 2. Seems too obvious there, right? So you're going to do this, which is what you did with the coin, which became obvious because we try not to be obvious, right? You've only got 2 choices. So which one do you want? You want 1 or 2?
2.
Sure?
Yeah.
Oh. Can we change mine?
No.
Don't think about it. I'll leave this here next to you, and I get this one, yeah? I say I, hospital. Evil man. Alright, so, I felt like maybe I put a bit of pressure on you on there. I told you that it was all donation money, and we're all sort of waiting for you to make a decision. So I'll let you mull it over for a little bit, alright? I'll do a couple more tricks, I'll come back to you. You can decide you want to change your mind or not. Don't feel obliged, but you definitely should. It's quite important you do, alright? Okay, so you've got the board of paper. We'll do, we get 2 people up. I want 2 people that don't know each other, so I don't want you guys to sort of have 2 of you. 2 people that don't know each other, so throw the ball once. Anyway, let's go back to what you lot. Well, now you know some people in here, so you know where to aim for. Someone you don't know will be great. Two, perfect. Both of you make way on the stage, give them a hand as they do. Hi Jez, what's your name? Nice to meet you. Hello Jeff. Right, so I don't know anyone in the audience. It's important who don't have any stooges or class, honestly. This is based upon the fact you don't know each other. Now I could, you know, pretend to tap you on the shoulder and you all that stuff, but it's really shadowing behind. You'll see my arm moving. So I'm gonna do something else, all right? Do you play cards? Not my profession, but you play cards, right? There are certain rules you need to adhere to when you play cards. First one is when you shuffle cards, don't shuffle them like this. People can catch what the bottom card is. If you're playing poker or whatever, it's not a good thing. Alright? You always turn them this way and shuffle like that. Also, when you're peeking a card, don't pick the bottom card because we can all see it. Yeah. If I was to get you to like this and just kind of hold the cards like this, are you lefty? Okay. What else? So if you were to just peel open somewhere, and look at that card, and then peel open somewhere else, and see a different card, and I told you they both work, would you be amazed or be like, isn't that true at the beginning? It's the same sort of thing, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try and figure out what that card is. What were those 2 cards, by the way? Jack of clubs. That's what I was thinking, but I got it right. So the point being, it's not about me finding these cards, it's about you 2. Alright, so again, you've got the ace. We're going to do this with your eyes shut for now, just so he can not be on his own when he shuts his eyes. So close your eyes, back as they were. I'll put that hand around with your eyes are closed. Now, this time, I'm going to stand over here. I'm not on my mic, so you can hear where my voice is coming from, right? I'm going to count back from 5. When you get to 3, you're going to put open yourself. But keep your eyes closed. Just kind of find a position in the deck. Okay, it's 5, 4, 3. Keep your eyes closed. You've got a place? Yeah. Okay, have a look at that. Got it? Close your eyes. Close the deck. Whatever that card was, it wasn't one of the 2 promoted, was it? Okay, just in case you think there's loads of legs in there. What you're going to do is aim your eyes at the side of Jess's head as if you had lasers. If you haven't got lasers, don't use them, but just pretend, right? And you're going to, whatever that card is, you're going to start to imagine that you're literally writing that in. So if it was like the 2 of spades, you just write a big 2 and then an S or draw a spade. The 2 of spades, was it? I'll try my luck, I'm going to get it eventually, right? What you're going to do, while he's burning that on your head, is you're going to do exactly the same thing. But your eyes shut from the beginning. Okay? Now, that's fine. Having your eyes shut in front of what? 5 feet. Well, it's a hard thing, I understand, but don't panic. Just put your feet flat on the floor, not hypnosis, getting comfortable. Close your eyes. Now, the urge to open your eyes is massive, isn't it? Yeah, because you can't see what faces are making and stuff like that. It's in your head, that's where you're going. So if you count backwards in your head from 100, you can focus on that and not what faces you think we're making, which we're not, alright? You guys are going to be his eyes for this, because he can't see, you can have his eyes shut for the whole thing. You need to make sure that there's no way in the world that I can see, like, over his shoulder, I can't see which card it is that he's looking at. Now, if you nod, he can't hear that, right? So you need to, yes or no, I won't know which one it is, fair? Even if I stood behind him, I'm not going to see a great deal. Yeah, okay, so, but remember, don't choose the one at the bottom, we've all seen that one, alright? So it's somewhere in the middle, we're going to do the same technique as before. Oh, they've got hands there. And again, don't flick for them, just kind of, when I get to 3, hold the place, so hold your hand out. Those are the cards. You keep burning that until you say, Jeff. I'm going to bring it close to your chest in case I've got a little peek at it. With the other hand, I'll get the 3, you're going to just pull open somewhere, hold a space. Go on. 3. Okay, can I look? That's fine. When I get to 1, you can look, alright? So, 2, 1, have a look. Close your eyes, close the deck. Got the card? Not really. Open again. Put open somewhere else, yeah, it's fine. Open bigger so you can see it. Got a card? Yeah, you got it in mind? Yep. Good. Don't let me know what that is, obviously, because let me put this somewhere there. On a count from 6,000, you can open your eyes. 599, 6,000, open your eyes. Okay, yes. So you saw a card in there eventually. Yes. Which is fine. Takes a couple of goes sometimes. Jeff, really doing this well. He's actually trying to burn that inside here. So what I do, you're burning the card, you're thinking of a card into his head. You saw a card in there. Let me just grab a piece of paper for both of you. And that's for you. And that pen is for you as well. Now, as I know, it wasn't a 2 of spades, as I tried that earlier. If the way you were drawing, the way you were doing it in his head, you're going to draw that on here. So if it was say, oh no, it's not 2 of spades, you do a big 2 and you do a big S or draw whatever it was, all right? So you can, and you do the same. The card you saw, you do a big number and then either a letter or something to match. And just write those down for me. Yeah, so that's big enough. Yeah, perfect. And I'll just make sure I can see it right at the back. Good. All right. So let's think about this for a second. We shuffled those cards. You saw a couple of cards, but I think I cheated. So you then done one on your own, and you burned that into the side of your head as you started. Then you just had the cards on your own. And you took 2 goes, but you saw one, which is weird. I'm just going to grab this and this. That's cool, right? Could you stand up when you do a chair for that? While I'm doing this next one, I want you just to write down on there. Yeah, I'll do it on the chair. 7-digit number at the top, and then you've got your 7-digit number under here. You can queue up. While they're doing that, stand up for me. What's your actual name? I'll call you Crazy. Yeah, because I couldn't hear all that. So his name's Crazy Challenges on his speaker. So you were pressured into giving me number 1 and you keeping number 2. That was your thing, and you felt like, and now you've had a chance to mull it over. Would you like to swap envelopes? Bearing in mind that no one ever swaps envelopes.
Yeah, I will.
What?
Yeah, I will swap.
Thanks. You're blocked. Okay. You're gone. Oh god, okay. So you have number 1 and I have number 2. But maybe I went on about how nobody swaps and you want to be different, so maybe I talked you into that, so I'll give you time to mull it over. Have a sit down. Think about it, because this is a big deal, right? This is a big deal. Ball of paper should be somewhere.
There.
Stop bringing it up, I don't want it. Yeah, justified. So, I'll do this very quickly. There is a chance to win money all the time in this. This is another game where you can win some money. I like this game. Genuinely, there are money prizes under the cups. And we'll just eliminate them, and whichever money prize you win, you win. There's no, I will talk you out of it at the end. Whatever's under your cup, you win. Alright, so that's the game we're going to play. Yeah, who's not had a go yet? Hands up who's not been on stage. You haven't, that's fine. Bob hasn't. So you've got Bob, what's your name?
Shannon.
You alright? I'm fine, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you can either throw it here, here, or here. There's basically your left, right, or middle, basically. Top middle. Oh! Okay, don't worry, you're next. So, oh, bless him. Literally, I was apologising, didn't you? But he was there going. Okay, Shannon, is it? Have you played this game before? It's wicked. It's a fun game. You've got the yellow version of the beer pong cups. Yep, so you're aware of those. Dice, you're aware of these. The best way to roll the dice and get random numbers. With one dice, you might have to break the dice, or you might always go in a certain way. You can get trick dice, right? Stand by there. Okay, so we're going to eliminate 5 of these cups. They're only on a stone, so when you choose one, all you're going to do, so you've got 2 numbers there, what have you got? Yeah, 2 numbers you can see. Oh, yeah, exactly, you've got the idea, so you see the 2, which is 65 in this case, and then you choose one. But I should have made that choose one, so you take it, put your hand over the top, have a shake, 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 you have 2 numbers on there, you've got to pick one and name it.
What is it?
Check one, which one are you picking? Which one of those 2 numbers that you can see are you picking? 2. 2, right, so what I'll do, I'm going to move all you know what's under that one now. I'll move it that way because you're going to whack that cup really hard, destroy the cup, it'll display what's underneath. I'm going to just cover these up because I really don't want there to be, yep, go. That's better. Oh, nice, that's fine, you eliminate it, you get what's left. So, check it again. Pick a number. 6. Ugh. I don't remember. One of them's got nothing, by the way. That's the one I'm aiming for you to leave behind, alright? It's very, yeah, I've got more, so you can whack it. Oh, that's got to break your heart. Lovely. Yeah, go check one. We've got 4 more to go. Got 3 to go. You've already got to check. That happened, the more, the fewer we get. 3. You have something, I think I'll show you already. Alright, go. Ooh, yes. One of my backup ones, so you've got a good chance now, but it's a good one. So you might do it a couple of times because there is.
5.
Okay. What's under there? Where's how much?
Nothing.
Is there not a note?
No.
That was empty?
Yeah.
That's gone better, but it's fine. If you roll one of the 4 together, I just pick one of them, if not, whichever comes up first. So.
1. Okay.
So we get rid of that. I'm going to hold this still. No, oh, she's bringing the cup. 2 back. Oh, the backup. Bollocks. Okay, don't squash this when you get the cup and the prize, alright? Your choices. If there's 2 numbers, you're going to pick differently. You win, then when you're smashing the cups. 5-inch nail, which is probably the best one she could have won, considering how she was due. I love the reaction I get. Everyone goes, he goes, thank God it wasn't me. Oh! Sorry, come back up and just do your number, sorry. We need 5. Yeah, I'll do that one after actually. I'll do this one very quickly. We're not going to read them all. So you, 100% aren't doing this, don't worry. He's just doing this. I might even not do it at all. Might get you involved in one that you haven't got to get up for. Oh, it's not stage fright, it's just sheer laziness. He was like, no, it's fine. Okay, and you haven't got to get up for this one either. Okay, crazy dad. Yeah, no, it's fine. So you haven't got to do anything, just sit there. Who else has not had a Bob?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys have not done this yet, it's fine. You're going to translate if it just does speak fast. He'll slow it down for you, alright? He's a filter for you. So, what's your name again?
Yeah, Susan, what is it?
Crazy's dad, we'll call you. They're all boys, I'm sure I know that. So, Bob and yeah, you, Steve. You ready? This is something that's in here. This is a prediction. You know it's a prediction because I drew a question mark on the back. It means it must be mysterious, right? But we need to hold that, make sure I don't switch it for anything else. Okay, so when I was a kid, my dad was writing. Listen, he taught me magic. He did. And wait a minute, no. I'm like 12 tricks in, that's the most you can clap. He's literally just sat there and been himself. Congratulations, I knew you deserve it, that's good. So here's the deal. I got accused of two things. It's up your sleeve, everyone says it's up your sleeve. It's like bubble sleeves up when I'm doing a trick, but they accused me of that, like vanishing a card or whatever. The other thing they said, the cards are all marked. They're all marked. Everyone always says it, don't they? The cards are marked. You must be able to see from the back. But no one ever checked. They just said it. It was like a natural thing to say. So what I did was I marked these cards. I even marked the box. Genuinely, this is the first mark there, and you should be able to see it. I'll get in the light so you can see it. It's on the back in the middle. Can you guys just make it out? Yeah? There was a number. He's like, I'll not see it. Yeah, it says there's a number between 1 and 52 on the back of each card. So each card's got its own number. And I figured as an 8-year-old, if I know what the number is, I know what the card is. I'm in, but obviously I tried to get these into a game. It doesn't work so well because they're a little bit of an obvious marker. They need to be subtle, right? So these cards sat with me for ages. They're just all numbered one, and they're not like 8 is 1, 2 is 2. I made it really complicated, thinking that I'll be able to make this into a trick, and it's just not. It's just too obvious, right? So I came up with another idea. I streamlined the effect about 2005. I didn't streamline the box. I mean, I'll leave those there, shall I? So what I'll do now is I'll make it a bit different. You've got the image, there's like a red back to the card. It's got a big marker pen number on the back between 1 and 52, yes? What I'll do is I want you to just name a number to 1 and 52, get a number to 1 and 52 in your head, you do the same. But to make sure it's not the same number happens all the time when you've done your show. So make your number odd, yeah, and your number even, and they won't be the same. It just solves that problem. While they're thinking of those, Bob, you're going to think of a playing card. Alright, just get one in, change your mind a few times. Don't say it, just get it in your head.
Any playing card. Any
playing card you like. Got it? You know what your card is? Yeah, just keep it in your head, but you've made the decision, is my point. You've got a number, and you've got a number. Alright, here's the interesting part. I have a prediction which is there, which I will open in a second. I've also got a picture of it which we'll put up here, so you guys can see what you're looking at, and you can verify that it is the same as what you're looking at, alright? Just because it's a very small photo. What number are you thinking of?
7.
7. Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Please? It worked on your son, that's why it might work on you, but you're sticking with 7, alright. And yours was? 22. 7, 22, and you just thought of any card. What'd you go for?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Classic, some would say. You don't feel like it's an obvious one, you don't want to make it more obscure, are you happy? You seem happy.
I am.
Yeah. On the inside, he's dancing, but yeah. You're happy with the Queen of Hearts, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so best as you can see this, I'm going to do this as fair as I can. 7, 22, if I put it up there you won't be able to see, so I'll do it here as best I can. Whichever one I come to first. Why do I shuffle these? I know what's coming. 7, yes? I'll leave that here, I'll get that 22, 32. 22. So that's kind of hard to... There, that one, yeah? And you had a card.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Queen of this one. Yeah, alright, so here's the place we're at. Best I can show you. 7, 22, Queen of Hearts. Is that a little bit easier to see? I don't want to touch them, but I think people think I'm cheap. 7, 22, Queen of Hearts. Now I made a prediction. I took a photograph of 3 cards. If I took the picture of the cards and it said 7, 22, Queen of Hearts, would you be like, that's just ridiculous if that photograph was the same? That'd be ridiculous, right? It's impossible. You just made the choices up. Open it up, have a look. And this should be, No, that's another one we were going to do earlier. That was when people decided to come. My bad. There we go. That's what that's. Yeah, is that the same?
Yep.
4 of spades, 10 of hearts, 20. I know you're thinking, nothing like what you said. If you notice here, I've got 2 face-up cards and 1 face-down card. Over here, there are 2 face-down cards and 1 face-up card. So I might have just took it the wrong way. I've got these backwards to the pictures. I'm going to just... Okay, so I'll put 4 of spades on number 7. That is the 4 of spades, which is kind of cool, right? On number 7. 22, that was you. Is the 10 of hearts, which is what I took a picture of earlier. That is the same as what you're looking at, right?
Yeah.
I'll hold this up so you can all see. It genuinely is an actual photograph. It's not like I've just got millions of those and he's picked it as so. And Queen of Hearts. 20. You can even see the way it's drawn is exactly the same. 20. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm going to get a couple of people, just going to do 2 more numbers. There's 2 spaces left, and I'm sort of out of tricks in terms of what I was going to do. So I'm going to just do this thing with the books. It's just silly. I'll try it anywho, and then we will finish up. Crazy. 1, 2. Now listen. Got 2 parents there. Which one's your favourite? I've got 2 kids. One's my favourite. I don't care about telling the other one. It's fine. Just. I'll get you a Batman suit. Okay, so your mum's your favourite. Who's your least favourite person in the world? You can be Jabrizi if you want.
Alright, Jabrizi.
Yeah, alright. It's going on YouTube. Of course it's Jabrizi. Alright, so listen. I'm just labelling the one you gave me, Mum, because that's the one you like. And now on YouTube, this is going to be seen by tens of people, right? So I will put Jabellend on there, right? It's a magic thing, so this would make sense to magicians, but he's a Bellend. So now you have aligned yourself with Jabrizi, Jabellend, Jabrizi, whatever he calls himself, publicly. You've picked him over your mum. You dick. So you can choose now to swap and get your mum back, but maybe I'm just doing that to make you do that. What are you going to do?
I'll change it.
You're going to change him?
Yeah.
Sucker! You sure?
Yeah.
It's your last chance to get the change.
Yeah.
That was too easy. It's because it was Jabrizi, right? Remember, I'm going to match the money, so you get to keep it, and there's like loads in there. It's been very generous. Last chance to change your mind. If not, sit down. The choice is made.
Alright, I'll change it one more time.
That nobody ever does that. Okay, what you've done now is ruin the trick, but it's fine. I'll find out what's in there. I've got a massive thumb tip. I'm going to just stuff loads of notes. It's fine. So here's the deal. You've made your choice now. I said that's the end. You've got 1. I've got 2. That's it. Good. Sit down. I'm going to prove a point just so you get really annoyed by this. Can you see what it says on you? Just so you know, it says, I'm just saying, me, to say it always happens, no matter how much you want to change your mind, and I'll prove it in a second. In fact, come up now, I'll show you. Give me a hand, it's been amazing. So listen, I don't want to touch anything, alright? So I'm going to make sure this is genuinely fair. I've not just had those and I wasn't going to turn around. Grab number 1, grab number 2, I don't want to touch them. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, grab number 2 as well. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so I'm hoping you haven't got the money, because I've got it. So if you open up, I'll leave you on the, leave your mum with me for a second, it's fine. Okay, so just, sorry, I was just kidding. So inside you'll see a big piece of paper to start with, and this is yours, right? Because you chose number 1, this is you, yeah. So it says, yellow? Yeah, and if you are colourblind, I wrote yellow. If you can't read, it's yellow. I'll cover all the basics. It's yellow, right? You get the idea. This is yellow. That's yours yellow. And if you give it a shake, there's a little piece of it. Yeah. Head over if you like. Found it? Or is it not in there? It should be in there. There it is. You see it matches in colour?
Yeah.
It's the key, which is also Yeah. Yellow, right, so you get the yellow key. I'm going to look, watch, I'm going to do this so no funny bits. I'm leaving yellow with you, and that's your yellow key. And I want, oh, don't switch it, right. And same with me, there should be in my envelope, you can tell, you know what I'm saying there now, so that's why there'll be a blue, I think, rather than. Yeah, so a big blue piece of paper, just so people look, and there you go, that is a blue key, yes? So that's mine, you put it over on my one, with the key. Now, we're going to open the boxes, because only one of those keys open one of those boxes. Yeah, just try it, I don't know which one's which. Come down actually, so we can see. Yeah, pop them up here. I was just thinking about the angle of the camera. So getting which one turns, I might have. That's my one, right? Yeah. Don't open the lid, just we'll just turn once you turn the key. There it is. No, that one opens. Sorry, that one over there, really that should open. So the one you chose, even though you changed your mind at the last minute, if you hadn't changed your mind last minute, you'd have got this blue key. Would you agree? Yeah. You won absolutely nothing, unfortunately, but in the blue one, just to make sure that is what I would have matched. You guys have been really generous. Thank you very much. That's all going to work. 7-digit number, if you will. Underneath those, there's 3 or 4 already. Just write the 7-digit. Has anyone got an iPhone on them? Any model, don't mind. Yeah, grab your iPhone, please. You can stay where you are. That's not a problem. All I need you to do is to get the calculator function of your iPhone up and open to get the calculator function. Now, there is a thing. There are magicians watching this on my YouTube channel. There is a little thing where you can cheat with the phone. I won't go into the method, but there's a way of cheating this. I've never touched your phone over. Right. Have you got the calculator open? The calculator, yeah. Do me a favour, just press like plus equals 0, just press loads of buttons and then cancel it out. In case I snuck at your back. I just don't want you to think that's what happened, right? So what we've done, close up, I don't want to touch it. Could you hand it to, what's your name? I'm pretending I don't know people from YouTube. Right, so take that and hand it over there. In fact, come up here, you'll do it right in front of me. It's fine. Okay, there's like 5 long numbers in there. You've got to just add one to the other So type that one in. Yes, type that one in. Fair enough. All right. When you're done, when you've got a number, it should be like 7 or 8 digits long. Take this pen and just write it on here. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I see. Take the first one. Doesn't matter. That's it. So you type that number in, press add, and then type that number in, press add, type that one, add them all. I know, right? It's a lot of work. So here's the game. Right, we're going to get to the end of the show now. We talked about. I'm sorry, you can see it. You can 50-50, easy. 5-50-50 is a little bit harder, but still essentially quite easy. And then we did 1 in 5 with the shredder. It kind of built and built, and then some of the odds of the 3 playing cards matching the numbers that you chose. It's all within like millions. What we've got here are 5 7-digit numbers, so that's into the billions of it being the idea of the possibility of me being able to do anything with that number. So while that's being done, there should be someone with a piece of paper. So look, it's big, doesn't matter, you're going to write on the board. So if you take this pen and just jot that number on that board, nice and big so we can all see it. Yeah, really, really big. There should be a ball of paper with somebody. Sorry, you haven't done anything with it, just yeah, keep that. And a £20 note that we had right at the beginning. You wrote God on it, so there's no way I could have switched it while we're outside or done a trick to you while we were smoking. Okay, so can you bring the ball of paper up, you bring the money up, and to come up on stage. Lovely job. 34,267,000. Yeah, give him a hand. Yeah, so come on to the last bit. Okay. That CD I gave you, by the way, forget about it, it didn't work. So, some things don't work, so forget that CD. Okay, so 34,263,487, big number. There has been a ball of paper being thrown around, picking you for the entire evening. I wrote something in that ball of paper before we started. Now, bear in mind, your phone was untampered with.
Yeah,
open it up. I can't really tell what I wrote, so I think it's pretty close. 34,263,487. Thank you very much. Rob, there were only 3 of you with £20 notes, and you got chosen at random. This on? Yeah, there were only 3 of you with £20. It could have been all of you, and it was randomly chosen, and then you signed it. Yeah, you still show them. It's still the same. The £20 note's the same on everything. Everything's the same apart from your name. There's one other thing that makes this original. The serial number. Can you read out your serial number for me, nice and loud into that mic?
34263487.
Thank you very much. Oh, amazing work. Alright, so that's made me happy. That is a show. I'll say now, the reason for this show was I didn't want to put a GoFundMe link onto Instagram or Facebook or somewhere and ask people to donate to someone they never met. It doesn't make any sense, right? So what I wanted to give you was some value and something entertainment, so that for the donations you've made, that there was a little bit of give and take. So thanks for coming to the show, thanks for donating, and thank you for your time. Thank you very much.